Welcome to the CrossFit Max podcast.
What is going on, guys? And thank you for tuning in. Last weekend, I got the great pleasure of seeing the 2025 CrossFit Games live in person. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about my experience. So we hope that you dig it. And if you do, make sure you give us a rating and a review. And let's get to it. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
We're in it.
It's so awkward because I'm still reliving the fact that I said see ya at the end of last week's episode.
And they're back for the next episode.
And I just feel like it was just not fair for me to steal your ending. And here's Brandon sipping his water like a nasty.
Water break. Everybody take a sip of water.
Okay. It's hard to do the slurp from the can. It sounded like a toot. Sorry, guys.
She's got a nice sparkling, what is that, pineapple? No, lemon sorbet bubbly.
Lemon sorbet. I love it.
Wow. And I'm drinking plain flat tap water over here.
Ew, you're gross.
All right. We got a fun episode ahead.
I'm so excited for this episode, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be almost just one giant banter topic.
My favorite kind of episode.
But first, before we get into the fun stuff, we're going to do our new segment, Trend or Trash.
Ooh.
And Susie,
okay, Trend or Trash.
Susie
I've got
has
one
the
for
topic,
you.
and I have no idea what the heck she's about to bring up. So let's go.
High Rocks. Trend or Trash.
I mean, for sure it's a trend. I'll elaborate. It's huge right now. And obviously caught on quite a bit.
Hashtag trending.
Definitely trending. Anything that's going to get people to exercise and push each other and get a community of athletes to train harder and then compete at something and have a goal to push hard. It's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
That being said, I don't know how long the trend is going to last. You know, and there's probably people saying, well, that's the same thing as CrossFit.
Oh, that's a trigger for me.
But I don't necessarily think that High Rocks is going to have a long trend to it. I think it's a short-term thing, and I think it's gonna be kind of like Spartan races. Spartan race was this huge like obstacle racing thing that was big for, I don't know,
5 minutes.
No, maybe a few years, maybe from anywhere between 5 to 10 years. I think there still are, there's definitely still Spartan races going on, but the hype isn't as big as them or for them. And yeah, I think High Rocks, so I found out about High Rocks like many years ago, actually through a podcast, and I couldn't find what it was. It was like one of the representatives of High Rocks in Europe, and he was trying to bring it over to North America. And he was talking about this fitness racing thing, and I literally Googled it, and I really could not find what the heck it really was.
I remember you talking about it way before I knew what it was, and you being like, oh, there's like this new thing. I'm sure it's going to blow up. It's big in Europe, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. High Rocks.
I didn't anticipate it blowing up this big.
And then it really blew up. I think I would enjoy doing it a lot. Like, I look at the videos and I'm like, that looks freaking fun. And like, those are things I'm generally good at. But
there needs to be like an evolution.
I think what irks me about it is because I'm just have such a core value as a CrossFitter. And I don't like CrossFit and High Rocks being lumped into the same category because I feel like CrossFit is so much higher skill.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you're taking this fitness race and you're taking the lowest skill,
which I love CrossFit. For the inclusivity factor.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking the lowest skill movements of CrossFit and putting them in a race.
Right.
Like it does, like not that it's easy.
No, 0%. It's
But,
very
like,
challenging. But
for those of you guys who maybe just don't know what High Rocks is, they label themselves as fitness, as the fitness race, I guess.
do you know what the name High Rock stands for? Because it's pretty cringy.
I don't know what it stands for. Is it like hybrid something?
Rockstar or something like that.
Oh, really?
I saw but this is me regurgitating a TikTok, but I saw someone saying that on TikTok. Like, I found out that High Rock stands for, I don't know, hybrid rockstar or something. And I got ick and could never sign up for another race. And I was like, well, but maybe I'm wrong. That could just be an Instagram reel or TikTok that I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're taking in the lowest skill movements, like, and essentially you're doing, well, the full High Rocks is 1 kilometer of running in between 8 different stations. And the stations are like rowing and skiing and farmer carries and walking lunges and burpee broad jumps, like they're really low skill movements. But that being said, like, there is a lot of fun. Like, I don't want to just bash High Rocks.
I would really, really, really like it.
Yeah. I think what I'm seeing is I'm seeing like a lot of like now we kind of did an event where we kind of, it was High Roxy style, at our gym.
The Max Fit course.
Yeah, we did the teams of 3 Max Fit course.
Freaking love that. Did it with my girls.
And now we're seeing other places do these unofficial High Rocks races. And yeah, I don't know like what the evolution of I've done a half High Rocks solo and I've done a partner half High Rocks, and they were fun. But then after I finished them, I was like, okay, like
I ticked the box off.
Yeah. If anything, I would love to do a High Rocks in an arena.
Yeah, that looks so cool. I see those online all the time.
But I don't know where the evolution of High Rocks goes. Like, it's just the same race. It's the same race. And how many High Rocks are you going to do? Like, I guess...
I feel like it's the same race when you run a marathon, though. Like a half marathon.
Yeah. No argument on that. There's no doubt that you're right, that when you're running, you're doing the same repetitive action over and over again. Mm-hmm. But that this is where I think that the trend of High Rocks... I don't know how long it's going to last. That's my...
I feel like the elite High Rocksers won't stay in High Rocks forever.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know who the elite High Rocksers are. I think they're elite CrossFitters.
Right.
Like, they're like, we're seeing top
I think CrossFitters can be elite High Rocksers, but if you're bred in High Rocks, it doesn't mean that you could translate that to CrossFit.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I think it's a
debate.
I think it's great because it's actually getting people into probably resistance training, or getting people potentially out of this boot campy stuff, the F45s and the Orange Theories and the things like that. Like, it's getting them out of those things and starting to train in a harder domain rather than just 45 seconds or 1 minute on here and there. It's like, no, like this is actually training, like hard work aerobically, and adding fun elements to it. But I don't know what High Rocks does in 5 years. Is it just the exact same race?
I think.
Will it still be that big? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think there's a lot of frustration online around High Rocks too, when it comes to the movement standards.
Yeah, for sure.
Which also
Those
irritates me.
Yeah.
Like the wall balls, people are not squatting, people are not reaching the target, people are just hot mess.
The burpee broad jumps.
It's like
unique.
Very gray area on what is a legitimate starting point for the next rep. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I feel like it's frustrating because it doesn't feel like there is a fair standard. Mm-hmm. Across the board, which makes it hard to feel good about doing well or not doing well. Like, if you beat me in a High Rocks race, but I know you didn't break parallel on a single one of your wall balls, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be so pissed.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of videos.
I hate that shit.
Yeah. We're seeing a lot of people on social media post things like that.
Or like people's knees not touching the ground in their lunges or whatever. It's just like, there's just so many things about that hurt my soul. There's got to be a standard, especially when there's judges. Like, what are you doing? What are you looking at?
Yeah. And maybe that's something that High Rocks needs to definitely tighten up and improve on. Because I don't know what they do. I don't know if they change the race. I don't know one day if they come out with a new race, and then they just
2.0.
If they just, what happens to the new course, or do they just hammer it home and they just say, no, this is the course, this is the race, these are the weights, we're not changing things, and just keep moving on forever? Or if they come up with a new race, well, what happens to all like the world records for that race?
Yeah.
Do they change names? I don't know what the evolution is.
I would love to know, like, the people at the top of High Rocks, like, what their board meetings are about.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's pretty much probably all on growth.
Yo, they're killing it. They're popping up everywhere for sure. And I love to see, someone killing it in the fitness space.
Yeah, but for sure. It's interesting. I love how we ended up getting on this topic when we're about to talk about the CrossFit Games. That was unique.
Trend or trash, and that topic was High Rocks.
I definitely say trend.
I definitely think it's a trend too, in case you were wondering my opinion on the matter.
Good stuff.
Maybe in like 10 years we'll be like, trash.
Well, we'll see in 5 years. I'm curious to know what the growth is in 5 years. I think I found out about them. Not 5 years ago, maybe
3, 4
years maybe it might have been 5 years ago, actually.
Before our gym.
Yeah, which we're coming up on 3 years now. It's crazy.
Hot damn.
Yeah, but it's definitely been before our gym, and it's blown up quite a bit. So let's see. I'm curious to know where it goes in the next 5 years. I would also love to do like an arena style High Rock, so maybe we'll sign up for one of those one day.
We'll hunt one down. I would like that experience too. I really would like to do a High Rocks. Every time I try and find one that's like local-ish, it's not on a convenient weekend.
Yeah. And then also, and then the local competitions, the terrain and the track is different, and maybe that makes it fun, going to different gyms. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
stay tuned.
Okay.
CrossFit High Rocks Max. Just kidding.
No, we're keeping it with CrossFit Max. But so over the weekend, I got to go and see for the first time ever the 2025 CrossFit Games in person. It was pretty electric experience.
Oh yeah,
definitely ticked it off the bucket list. The CrossFit Games is something that was one of the main reasons that got me into CrossFit, period, when I started about 13 years ago. So going to the actual games this year, it was in Albany, New York, which from where we are in Montreal it took us about 4 hours to drive there.
Yeah, it's really close.
So it was definitely something that I really wanted to do. It started in Carson, California, then it went to Wisconsin, then it went to Texas. I don't know if it was in Texas for 1 year or 2 years, or maybe even more than that. But I think it was in Texas it was in Texas last year. Anyways, this year they threw it down in Albany. So
it's kind of like a random place, no?
Yeah, very random. I guess we'll get into.
I haven't talked to Brandon about this at all.
Yeah. Yeah, so some of the cool things. So my experience, I went up on day 2 of the CrossFit Games. Saturday morning. So I did not really get to see much of day 1 at all, not even online, because my day was packed with work and clients and stuff. So really kind of caught up as I was going to the games on day 2.
Right.
And so Tom and I drove up, picked me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Actually, he got there a little earlier, so it was in the 4 a.m.s.
That means he left his house at like 4:30.
Yeah, he left early. Yeah. So
thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, and it was cool. We met up with Eli and Jake.
Aw,
and we
cute.
also had our other lovely member Sarah, who was there with some other friends. And it was just we drove right there. Eli and Jake were at the venue. We got to the venue slightly before them. So we ended up going there, parking,
You went straight there, right?
Yeah, we went there. We went to the park. It was kind of funny. Tom has this Buffalo Bills hat, and he doesn't know anything about football, and he just loves this hat, so he wears it all the time.
Oh no.
And we pull up to the parking, and we're trying to figure out where to park, and we find this parking lot, and the guy like stops us as we're like coming in, and he's wearing like his those shiny construction outfits.
Yeah, the little reflection vest.
Yeah, the vest there. Yeah, and anyways, he's got like a keychain on, and it's like a Buffalo Bills keychain, and like around his neck. And he's like, we open the window, and he's like, "Oh, go Bills!" And then he's like, "It's all good. You don't have to pay." And he just like let us go
No
and
way.
park inside. Yeah.
I'm dead. That's awesome. Tom is like, this hat is finally paid me back.
Yeah, so funny. But yeah, so we ended up going to the games. It was pretty freaking cool, like walking towards the arena.
Was there a lot of people?
There was like a lineup of people outside, and I was like, oh shoot. But then what was cool is like on the exterior of the building, they had this huge screen. Okay. And they were playing it like live.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. So, so we're waiting in line, we're watching it. We didn't wait much. They had like security and stuff, so we went through the security line really quick. Okay. And then got in, and yeah, it was cool to like walk in and just see like CrossFit everything. Yeah. Like CrossFitters, like just walking around, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm with my people right now. Everyone there is a CrossFitter.
Yeah, they all have their own gym memberships or own their own gyms.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it was cool. And then
it's true. If you're going to I feel like unlike other sports, like you could go watch tennis, but you don't play tennis. I feel like if you go to the CrossFit Games, like everyone does CrossFit, no?
Yeah, for sure.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that before.
Yeah, everyone's wearing Nobles and Rads and what is it? Like Nanos and Metcons and things like that. So everyone pretty much had like CrossFit shoes on, which I was
so funny.
Yeah, I was
they
like,
just wear their CrossFit shoes out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like wearing my regular shoes, and I was
You're
like, oh wow.
At my gym we have to wear indoor shoes inside.
Yeah, but it was actually just fun to see like how many people were wearing like their cool CrossFit shoes and their CrossFit outfits and stuff. And
I guess it's the time to do it.
Everyone was repping their affiliate. That was cool. So yeah, so you kind of like walked in, and then there was a very small street, but on the street was like a bunch of different vendors,
cool,
like food places and things like that. You had the Proven tent.
The supplements.
You had the not this. Well, they do have supplements. But Proven is Tia Claire Toomey's program company. It's her.
Oh, okay. I thought they did supplements.
They also do supplements and merch, but they do mostly programming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's a programming company. I think we did some Proven together many years ago.
I don't know things. I just a follower.
Yeah. But yeah, so there was that. There was the Mayhem booth and whatever, and then you kind of go up the stairs into the actual venue, and then you open up like the MVP doors, and then it was really cool. Then you had like CrossFit, like everything in there. You had like a big like CrossFit sign, like CrossFit Games sign, where people were taking photos of. Behind that, I thought was really cool. They had the big CrossFit affiliates billboard.
Oh, and this is sick.
Yeah, and then it's black and white, so it's a huge black billboard, and then they had CrossFit on top on the first line, and underneath it they had affiliates. And this board is way above my head, like it's really a high board, and really really long too. And yeah, so CrossFit affiliates in white, and then when you go up close, what they did is they printed every affiliate in the world on that board.
Like the name.
The name of every single CrossFit affiliate. So the 12-ish thousand CrossFit affiliates, I think, that are worldwide, they were printed small on that board. So as you got closer, you could see all the names. And then we went to go look, and it was Tom luckily looked, and he found, it was like alphabetical. And we found CrossFit Max there, and it was cool because the Max was part of the white. Yeah. So it was cool that our name was actually very visible. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. And then we went up the stairs to like actually get to our to get actually inside where they scan your tickets. And they had like the Rogue booth there, which was pretty freaking cool. Sick. So yeah, I mean, our gym is packed.
Rogue.
They're stacked up with all Rogue stuff. So it was cool to see that. And then we actually got in, and then we had really, really cool tickets. So we went down, like we were at the corner end where the finish line for the entire weekend was, essentially.
That's sick.
Yeah. And we were 4 or 5 rows up.
That's so freaking cool.
And what was even more epic about our seats is that it was the exit for all of the athletes after they finished their workout.
So you got to see them pass like under the tunnel, like football style.
Exactly, yeah. So they were passing right underneath us, and you got to see them.
Did you give any high fives?
No, I couldn't reach. I wasn't that close, unfortunately. Yeah,
tiny bit far.
Yeah,
but you did post a cool video. I saw you were maybe like 3 feet from Tia.
Yeah. It was really cool. Yeah, and yeah. So going down into the stadium, something like that I've seen on TV or, every single year for the last 13-ish years of my CrossFit journey.
So cool.
To be able to be inside the arena and see that caliber of athlete.
Oh my gosh, it must have been crazy. Like, I feel like I get the heebie-jeebies in our group classes when I'm coaching and the athletes are giving their all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, so this year they had the top 30 men and the top 30 women, and then the top 20 teams. So they didn't have any teenagers. They didn't have any age qualifiers. So there was no masters. It was just the top 30 men, female, and then the top 20 teams. Huh. And each team had 4 people, 2 male, 2 female.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? The cute little blonde guy from Miami with the golden retriever.
Noah Olsen?
Yeah, was he there?
No, he was not.
I was wondering if he was
there.
on a team.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was on it. No, it definitely wasn't on a team. Yeah. Oh. But yeah, so just being in that room, I mean, the whole weekend, it was cool. You see Tia Claire Toomey on Instagram, and, she's, I don't know, like celebrity type person.
Oh
and
my
here
gosh,
you are,
yeah.
you're like a few feet away from her, or you're seeing her live in person, like throwing down. And
I saw the video of her daughter.
Let it out.
I saw the video of her daughter on the Jumbotron thing saying mama, and I literally sobbed my eyes out watching it on my Instagram feed.
They kept showing every time Tia was on the floor. They kept like showing her on the Jumbotron.
Oh my God, I would have died.
It was very cute. I mean, spoiler, Tia won.
Oh, spoiler. Yeah. I hope they know that by now.
In case you didn't know, she won her 8th
She's
pretty much
so freaking cool.
consecutive CrossFit Games championship. And I say pretty much because technically with her daughter, she got pregnant and didn't compete 1 year and came back and has now won 2 again in a row.
Yeah.
So she's won 8 CrossFit Game championships, which is
that's so cool.
Freaking insane. And it wasn't even close. Like,
that's what I was wondering.
She went into the last event already securing the victory. Like, I think there was a minimum amount of work required that she had to do.
But like, even if she barely did anything, she would have. And I bet she gave it her all too.
Yeah, and she finished. Did she finish first in that workout? No, I don't. No, she didn't finish. She finished like second or third in that workout. Like, it was crazy. I mean, she finished top like 4 in every single workout except for one event. On day 1, it was like the last event of day 1. She finished 16th.
Damn.
But most of the time,
all 15 of the people who beat her, that's their takeaway from the games.
Yeah.
Like, their takeaway is, I beat Tia Claire Toomey in this workout, and that was like the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
As they should, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It was really cool because she ended up winning 4 events.
And she's an Aussie like me.
Yes, she is. Yeah. Like you. She won 4 CrossFit events that weekend.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because they brought her in after they announced that she won. And the announcer was like, Tia, like, congrats on winning your 8th CrossFit Games. You have now officially won more events. Or no, you've won like 40 something events, which is more than Rich Froning and Matt Frazier combined. So
that's so fucking epic.
Which is the two GOATs for men, like Rich Froning. For those of you guys who don't know, he dominated. He won 4 CrossFit Games championships. He was the original like CrossFit Games like champ.
I feel like he's the most famous CrossFitter.
He definitely is.
Ever.
Yeah. So he won 4 CrossFit Games in a row for the male athletes, and then he retired and started the team.
Yeah.
And then went on to win multiple team championships in a row as well. And now he's officially retired from competing, but he's still a coach, right? Yeah, so he owns CrossFit Mayhem, which CrossFit Mayhem is probably the most well-known CrossFit gym, probably worldwide, I would imagine.
Yo.
And
he produces winners now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, his team won 2nd place this weekend. And there's many athletes who are at the games that train with him or train with at that gym. And yeah, so and obviously if you don't know Matt Fraser, then Matt Fraser won 5 CrossFit Games championships after Rich Froning, and he won 5 consecutive, and he retired after winning his 5th championship, and he was the most dominant CrossFitter, I think, in the history of CrossFit weekend? And then until Tia kept rolling.
Yeah, because they were at the same time, and then he stopped and she kept going.
Yep.
Was his presence there this weekend?
I don't know, actually. I never saw him. I don't know. It's a good question, actually.
Interesting.
But that being said, I didn't see him, or I don't know if he was there, but it was really cool beyond the insane athletes that I got to witness compete. Yeah, it was cool because I got to see other people who I've known for years. Like there was people like memes accounts that I like to follow that I ran into someone and I was like, oh wow, like hey man, like I follow you on Instagram, like
no way.
And he's kind of a goofy meme guy.
Is it the fluffy duck guy? No, what's his name?
No. There's another guy that I follow, and he kind of posts like cringy, but like I don't know, it's an interesting meme account. And he was kind of like that when I met him. When I introduced myself to him, he was kind of like a little awkward and he gave me a sticker, and it was kind of funny. But
you have the sticker still?
Yeah.
We could put it on our laptop.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But then you see these people and you walk by them and you're like, whoa, like that's crazy. Like really high up CrossFit people that I've been following for 10 plus years, you know. There was a fun moment.
Yeah, tell me.
Where Tom and I were sitting down, and this girl came and sat. This girl I found out it was her future mother-in-law.
Okay.
Sat down right next to Tom, and I was like, man, like I recognize her from somewhere, but I forgot her name.
Oh no.
And then she was super friendly. She was talking. She was asking us where we're from and stuff. And then we found out that her fiance was in the team category. Uh-huh. And like that was her fiance's mother next to her. Anyways, I was like, hey, like I don't mean this to be weird, but I recognize you. Like, were you a CrossFit Games athlete? And she's like, oh, I'm Allison Scudds. And I was like, oh, and she was saying that she's really been trying for the better part of like 10 years to make it to the CrossFit Games.
Aww, munchkin.
But she's like been on demo teams and all this stuff, and that's where I recognized her from. And I was like, oh wow, like that's so crazy. Like I recognize you from all these things and stuff. And she was a sweetheart.
I'm sure she was just happy about that too.
Yeah. If you look her up, she has like 300,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay, she's popping off.
Yeah, so she's like quite popular and stuff. But yeah, so it's cool. Like those little encounters with people who you've either recognized or followed, or, you know, you see Dave Castro, who's like 10 feet away
IRL.
from me. Adrian Bosman, like these freaking really cool people. At one point, Roman Krenikov is walking in the streets, like really close to me. Yeah. So.
Was Patrick Vellner competing?
He was not, which I didn't even know he wasn't. Yeah. I don't know what his situation is. I don't know if he's retired or just stopped CrossFit.
What's the guy from Montreal's name again?
Jeffrey Adler.
Was he there?
Yeah. So he finished 9th overall.
Oh, very good. Didn't he win last year?
So
Bit of a
yeah,
fall from.
well, he didn't win last year.
Oh,
Last
sorry.
year was a little bit of a hiccup in a year because
Right.
they had the big tragedy where
Yes, of
someone
course.
drowned on the first event, and Adler
Yes.
was one of the people who decided not to continue
Right.
for
I
the
remember.
weekend. And
was it the
he
year
won,
prior then?
He won the year prior, yeah.
Okay.
So I was expecting him to do much better this year. I thought for sure like a top 5, but yeah, it's tough because these athletes.
It's so hard. It's one weekend.
Yeah, it's one
All
weekend.
boils to one weekend.
10 workouts. 10 workouts, one weekend. You know, if you're dealing with some sort of nagging injury, or let's say you get sick or something happens. Yeah, like
you don't fuel properly that day. Like anything could happen.
Yeah. I mean, they're professionals, right? They do this for a living and they train for this moment. But yeah.
But when you're competing at that high of a level, you're approaching your red line so closely that sometimes you can get the calculation wrong.
Yeah.
Question for you. What was your favorite event to watch? Like, what was the coolest to watch? And I don't know any of the workouts, so you have to explain it.
I think the coolest was the back squat event.
I saw a few Instagram highlights. That's clearly where I get all of my information, guys.
The back squat event was really cool.
So was it just a 1 rep max?
Yep. Yeah. So
whoa, that's kind of interesting.
But they did it in a unique way. They had like a spin on it. So what they did visually, super appealing. It was also cool because they're all kind of facing me.
You love that shit.
But they had 10 big rogue squat racks, like individual squat racks. And they had the safety straps. So the barbell didn't fall on the ground. It felt like just on the straps.
Yeah.
And they did it like Olympic lifting style. So 10 athletes are on the floor and you only have 3 attempts. And it goes one athlete after another. I don't know what the time frame was. I don't know how it worked. But essentially when so out loud in the arena, the person would say 3, 2, 1, lift. And then that one athlete, only that one athlete would grab the bar, squat. Stand,
damn. So all eyes are on you.
Exactly. Then the next person would go 3, 2, 1, lift. And then that person would go rack it. Then the next person 3, 2, 1, lift. So
you don't get to choose when you go.
Exactly. No. And it was like based on ranking system. So and there was essentially 3 heats. There was 10 people at a time, so 30 athletes. So, and it went based on position. So if you were in 30th position, you were the first person to go. If you were in 29th, you were the second person to go, etc. And if you were the first, if you were the first in your heat, meaning if you were 20th, then you got to go last in your heat. So you got to choose your weight based on that. But it was cool because you only had 3 attempts. It wasn't just keep going until you want.
Yeah.
If you fail it, then you lose an attempt. You know, so it was.
So it's like, do you then retry that same weight, or do you risk adding weight, or damn, so that's a very interesting. Like that's a lot of strategy that has to happen very quickly.
Yeah. So visually, that was very cool. Everyone cheering for the athletes.
There's nothing more fun than watching people lift heavy shit.
I left in some freaking insane weights.
Like what was the coolest number you can think of?
Well, the best male athlete was Colton Mertens, and he did 570 pounds.
Shut the fuck up. How do you put that on a barbell?
It's crazy.
Was the bar like snapping?
If you don't know who he is, he's this really, really short athlete and huge.
Short king. We love him.
Yeah. Huge tree trunks for legs, like massive. And he just squatted that bar and it was insane. And I don't even think the second place was even close to that weight. I don't remember.
570 pounds. Like that's a car.
It's crazy. Yeah. I think the second place after that may have been at 530, which is still crazy, but there wasn't that many people that hit over 500 pounds and he hit 570 pounds. It was wild.
That my brain hurts.
Yeah.
But actually, was the barbell really bending like crazy? These barbells must have been insane.
Yeah. I mean, you're lifting like rogue barbells that are built for this.
I know, but still, I just
But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of like a bend. You're like, sheesh. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good for them.
But, and like, I have to understand that these athletes are not training for like pure strength. So they're very lean right now. They're at their leanest they will be all year long, because
these
when
are
they're
not
leaner,
dumb strong men.
yeah, when they're leaner, they're performing better. They're able to move faster. So when they get to the games, like they're at the leanest they have been all year long.
Right.
So you have to take that in consideration for strength purposes and all that. And you're thinking like, holy shit, like these guys are lifting, like the men were lifting 500-ish pounds, let's say. Ugh. And the
women,
ladies were lifting like
300 pounds?
Around 300 pounds.
That's crazy. That's bonkers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the top women lifted 360 pounds, and that's my best ever back squat. And I was kind of joking. I was like, all right, well, I guess she tied me. Because at first I was like, if there's one thing I have on these ladies, it's that I could back squat more than them. And probably not even now, like that was years ago. I don't think my back squat is even close to 360. But it was funny because then like the top finisher hit 360 and I was like, oh, damn it.
Shit, I don't even have this. Yeah.
But yeah, that event was really cool. The sprint event, there was a few like really, really quick events. The Echo Bike one where they had to... Can you
say what the workout was? Because I don't know.
Yeah. Well, no, what was an Echo?
How did it work? Like in the theater, in the arena,
yeah.
Did they like put the workout up? Like how...
You had to like look at it on your phone.
Okay.
But they were kind of... Yeah, telling you as you go. I actually felt...
Was there like announcers
like I didn't
during?
Yeah, there was announcers during, yeah. It was
like
probably the same announcers as the TV. Actually, I don't know. I didn't watch the...
Interesting.
That's a good question. Actually, I didn't watch it on TV, so I have no idea.
Me neither.
By the way, guys, this is like a day after the event. Like we're recording this on Monday, August 4th. I got back last night, literally 24 hours ago. Yeah. So I haven't been able to debrief at all on any of the events and stuff. And it's been nonstop since I got back too. So
I know. Sorry.
What's that?
I said, I'm sorry.
No? What are you sorry for?
I felt like you were just saying like you didn't know the answer to my question.
No, I just wanted to give them some context here.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's like some of the things I don't even really remember. There was a cool ski erg weighted, so with a vest, ski erg, chest to bar. And then what was it after that? There was some sort of, why can I not remember what that? It was some sort of carry. They had to go 100 feet or something like that.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. So this was the event was. It was a back-to-back event 6 and 7. The first one was with a vest. It was 35 calorie ski erg, 28 chest to bar pull-ups, and then they had a series of boxes lined up, 8 different boxes, like in a huge line of 100 feet long, and they had to do 24 burpee box jump overs. And essentially they did 3 burpee box jump overs, went to the next box, 3 burpee box jump overs, go to the next box. So it was like a full freaking sprint. And then at the cap, I forget what the cap was, but it was really quick. Like this workout was an all out thing. Like these athletes did 35 calorie ski erg in like a minute, which blew my freaking mind. Yeah. And then,
what do you think you could do like all out in a minute for the ski erg?
Like all out, I say a minute, but it was maybe like a minute 30. It was still like so impressive. What do I think? I don't know, 25, like all out, send it, maybe 30, like 30, maybe all out, like but I'm on the ground after.
All
in
out,
pain.
I would do like 20.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe 25 to 30, send it all out, but I'm in pure agony on the ground after.
Yeah, and it was just for people to understand.
Yeah. It was interesting, though. They did it with a weight vest, and I was wondering if the weight vest on the skier...
made it like you pull harder.
Yeah, like allowed you to
because if
like
you use your body
down.
weight and your weight is more...
Yeah. But those 28 chest to bar pull-ups, then 24 burpee box jump overs. This was cool because then at the very end, I think it was like 7 minutes or something. Then it like they were all waiting at the finish line. It would beep, and these athletes would do this in like 3 minutes and 30 seconds, which is crazy. Like,
wait, all of that?
All of that in like 3.5 minutes. Yeah, it was wild. And then it was like, then they would beep. They had 1 minute to walk all the way back over, and they took their vest off. And then event 7 was immediately 35 calories on the Concept 2 bike erg into 28 bar muscle ups, followed by the same 24 burpee box jump overs.
Damn. That sounds crazy.
Was super cool. And it was also
Should we try some of these workouts and
see
for sure. How our scores compare to the games athletes?
Absolutely. Like I was definitely inspired, and I was wondering like if I could make variations of the workout. What I think my big enjoyment of the weekend, and probably the athletes that go to CrossFit Max will appreciate this, but something that I was never a huge fan of in CrossFit early stages was like, here's the workout, you show up to the gym, and then it's just chaos. Like this person's putting their box where I wanted to put my barbell in the class. This person's dumbbell is like really close to my pull-up station. I feel like I'm going to kick them if I go up. Or man, I'm doing double unders and I feel like the people are going to be crossing in front of me and stuff like that. Right. Like I really never enjoyed that aspect. And I remember always watching the CrossFit Games and just thinking like, wow, this is so cool. Like they go down this lane, where it's like,
it's very organized.
Yeah. It's like, okay, the bike is here. Then they have this epic pull-up station here. And then they're over here on like 8 boxes in which they have to go through, Now that
your OCD was frothing at the mouth.
Oh my God. It was cool because there was a really sweet setup to each workout that made it like really spectator friendly.
Yeah.
And when you're watching those things, now you know where the athletes are. You're like, I don't know if they're at 17 reps or 20 reps, if they could have easily just slapped one box over there and just been like 28 burpee box jumps or 24, But now they put 8 stations of boxes.
You can tell who's in the lead.
In their lane. And then you could literally, you're watching them sprint through this and you're seeing like, oh my God, this girl's going to catch up to the other girl. Like, oh, she's like half a burpee behind, And then you see them like finish their last one and then cross over the finish line. Like that stuff was very, very cool.
Yeah. When you talk about that, I get FOMO.
It was very epic. Yeah. So it was also a big fun part was, seeing the male athletes. The females were fun because it was Tia Claire Toomey and she dominated. Like I said, it wasn't even close. The male athletes were much closer.
Okay, it was like anybody's game for a while.
Top 6 people were really, really close. And
it was theirs to lose, kind of.
Exactly, yeah. And ended up being Hopper that won, has kind of been this name and this face that has been around for a few years now. He's like a young guy. I think he played college football. I think he was a wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I didn't butcher that. But yeah, so he was like a wide receiver, college football player, turned into CrossFitter, and he was the young name that's been kind of popping up, and it's now been a few years. And you know what? He kind of all put it together this weekend, and
good for him.
He crushed it. Yeah,
I bet he's having the best day of his life right now.
Probably, yeah. He deserves it. So
do they get paid?
Yeah, I was actually talking to Tom about this.
Like, I don't know.
It's really, it's very interesting, the pay structure for the CrossFit Games, which, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Is really interesting. So the top 30, there's top 30 men and women.
Yeah.
And the bottom 10 athletes don't get $1.
What the freak?
Yeah, not a single dollar. And then the first place... So Tia and Hopper, they each got a check for like $286,000.
Damn.
And don't hold me to this exact number, but it's really close to this. It's like second place gets paid like $50,000.
Oh, it's a big drop.
It's a huge drop, yeah. And then it kind of dwindles down like a couple $1,000 from $50,000 to like 20th place gets $2,000.
Like they pay for their like flight to get there.
Yeah, yeah. So,
damn. So you really got to be an influencer.
Yeah.
To make money as a CrossFitter.
I would imagine sponsors too.
Sponsors
help out as well. But yeah, so beyond just the actual games itself, like that was really freaking cool. I was super happy because as an affiliate owner, we ended up getting free tickets.
Yeah.
I think maybe we'll zoom out from the fun element a little bit for a second. Last year, there was a really tragic event where someone drowned on the first event.
And died.
and died. Yeah. And I don't know if CrossFit handled the situation super well. There's a lot of people that were upset about it. And I think just CrossFit in general has just had like this rocky up and down. They're not super great at PR. Like
they don't handle adversity well. Like I find when there's been scandals, let's say over the last, not that someone's dying doesn't count as a scandal, but how they handled it became one.
Yeah.
So like their handling of things always feels more like a scandal than like a professional.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, the company's been sold and purchased, and now it's for sale again. So it's definitely interesting. And I feel like this CrossFit Games, like the ticket, the thing that I thought would have been different was that I thought there would have been much more people. Like I think half the stadium was full.
Yeah.
So although it was like really fun and really electric and everything about that, it was kind of like, oh, well, like this stadium is
half empty,
half full, half empty, you know, like to look at things in the half full category, but you couldn't help but notice that so many
empty
seats were empty.
Right.
Yeah. And that being said, we got free tickets from the CrossFit Games because we were the affiliate owners, and we pre-purchased tickets on the pre-sale.
Paid like hundreds of dollars for some tickets.
Yeah. And they gave us some free tickets, and I was really, really pumped that I was able to invite Eli and Jake.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really, really cool experience to see Eli go through, and it was really cool that his son got to go through that. His son is 10 years old.
He's doing our CrossFit Kids class.
He's doing our CrossFit Kids class, and I really love Eli as a client, and it was really cool. I mean, I have a son now that it would, I was thinking like, man, this would be so epic that if Tommy grew up to be like Jake and wanted to go to the CrossFit Games, I was like, that moment must have been so freaking cool. And Eli sent me like a really nice message thanking me for that, and I think they had a really good time together, just the two of them, gosh.
Yeah, and, little father-son bonding weekend.
Yeah, so that moment was really cool.
I had a mother-son bonding weekend while you were off frolicking with your friends.
Yeah. Well, maybe one day I'll take Tommy to the CrossFit Games.
And I'll have a weekend to myself with the girls.
Yeah. But yeah, so those were cool moments, but you couldn't help but think like, damn, like the stadium is half full right now.
It's a little sad.
It could have been more, I'm also extremely grateful that the CrossFit Games was so close to our hometown.
Yeah, it was easy to get to. It was doable.
But man, I don't know why they chose Albany.
Yeah, tell me about Albany.
Albany is this beat down ghost town.
Well, probably
city.
For the budget.
That's what I think. That's what I keep telling myself, like maybe that's why. Maybe they want to switch it up. This is the most north they've gone, so like there was a lot of Canadians that were there. I guess a lot of the eastern part of the U.S., which is big, like CrossFit is big in this area, but like Albany was pretty beat up. Like there was a lot of businesses that were closed. Yeah, I mean, like we walked by a diner that was just closed on a Saturday. Like a Saturday, it looked like a big diner from the outside, and it's just closed on a Saturday. It didn't look like Albany was ready to host. And then we went to this other restaurant. It was like this pancake restaurant. We waited in line forever, and then we waited in line. We got there. The girl was like, "Oh, like I'm actually gonna stop it now. It's gonna be like another 15 to 20 minutes." And we're like, "We just waited in line forever. Like, okay, let's just leave," And so and like there was no real restaurants around. Like you walked around, there was nothing really around. Places were boarded up. I mean, buildings were really old. I think there's like I think it's an area for I don't know what you call it, like politics and stuff. Like I think that's kind of like a political county, I guess. But and maybe just on the weekends it goes ghost town. But like everything was closed, and it was kind of beat up, and so I just thought the choice for the place was definitely interesting.
I'm sure it was a budget thing.
Maybe. Yeah. They did something that I didn't get to maybe I didn't get to experience it because it was my own doing, but I didn't really get a good experience from the outside CrossFit stuff because I didn't put myself there. You know, I think there was a lot of like pop-up CrossFit workouts and stuff like that. They let people do the first CrossFit event, so the run event. You were able to sign up and go and do that event.
It's fun,
which is cool. And so on the second day. The first day, like we got there, like, you know, after traveling for 4 hours, we got there and we just pretty much watched the games. And then we had planned to do a 16K run on the Sunday morning before the games. And that's what we did. So it was cool. Like we actually got out on Sunday morning and ran. And when we were running, we did a really nice trail run. Or not trail run. We ran along a trail.
Yeah.
And when we started our run, we ran through, like crossed over a little bridge, went by the water, and that's where event 1 was kind of taking place. And it was cool because you just had like the echo rower that they used in the event, like lined up, like rowers. 20 of them, like maybe even more, maybe even 30 or 40 of them, like kind of lined up. And that was cool. And it was funny. We started like jogging and we're, I don't know, 1-2 kilometers into our run. And people start like passing us because I guess they're testing the event, you know, they're like actually training and we're in a soft jog at this point and beginning of our 16K run.
Yeah, you're chatting.
And people are running by us like, come on, you got this, keep it up. We're like, oh yeah, I guess.
We're not part of your cruise.
yeah.
We're doing it this slow on purpose.
Yeah. And then eventually there was no one because we were running quite far out. We ran essentially 8K out and then 8K back.
Didn't want to risk getting lost with the loop.
Yeah, no, it was just a beautiful trail. It was like a huge bike path.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was kind of along the water
with a nice
in like
jog.
a tree area. So it was.
Was it good weather?
For the run, it was perfect. Yeah, it was like 18 degrees.
Oh, nice.
And where we're in the trail, it had like a lot of
coverage.
shade. Yeah, there's a lot of trees. It was a really nice run. And like the pavement was really nice to run on. And it wasn't a big incline, decline. It was relatively flat. But then when it was funny, when we were running back, we were at like 14K in, starting to feel pretty beat up. And then we started getting back where people...
To the crew.
Where the crew are like doing the event, you know. And this is much later. Like now we're talking...
Now you're fatigued.
Now we're talking over an hour later, right? So over an hour later, we're at the end of our run and new people are doing the race. And there's a lot more because now it's later in the morning. And then there's more people like, come on, you got this. Like, come on, keep going. And we're like,
you're like, no.
No, like we're 15K in right now. Like we're chilling. But
that's hilarious. CrossFitters are good for that. They always cheer each other on though.
Yeah, it was fun. And people were pushing too. But I thought it was cool that CrossFit did that.
I love that.
Didn't, nothing on CrossFit. It was like our personal experience of the place. Like we didn't really take advantage of any of the CrossFit-y things outside, which in hindsight, if I were to plan it next time, I would try to. It's just with us in the Tom's training for a marathon, I'm training for the half marathon, and
you got commitments.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, there's a really nice trail here. Like, let's book a run on that day. And then we did. So there was that. There was those little cool things that were going on. What else? Oh, the venue. What do you call it? The vendor village.
Vendor village.
Where you got to go up, and something I noticed. So I wear rad training shoes.
Yeah, they were everywhere.
And I have the original model, and now they have like a second edition of it.
Okay.
And I'm not like a huge fan of the design of the second edition. They have kind of like on the side of the shoe, like kind of like the sole kind of go up the side. Uh-huh. It's got like two little things that I'm like, nah, I don't really like that look. But when we're at the CrossFit Games, I noticed so many people are wearing this bright pink fluorescent rad shoe. I'm looking like maybe fourth or fifth person is wearing them. And I'm like, those are so freaking cool.
You're like, I need them.
So on Sunday, we go to the vendor village, which was kind of weird. On Saturday, they closed. So the CrossFit Games ended on Saturday at 6 p.m., I think.
Would have been a great time to go shopping.
Yeah, the games end at 6 p.m. and the vendor village closed at 6 p.m. Like I thought it was like weird that they did that.
That was like a mishap. If they could have just stayed open till 7.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they would have made bank in that hour.
So it's like they closed and like no one's there before that because you're watching the top athletes for an hour or 2 hours before that.
You're not going to miss.
Do their final event of the day.
To go shopping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I found it like annoying. So like, okay, I'll just go tomorrow. Anyways, we did our run. We go watch the first event. And then we're like, all right, let's go to the vendor village. So we go up there. Really freaking cool. You have to go through like security and everything to get in there. And then you take the escalator up. And it's like just a huge hall with all the different vendors that they had. And Rad was the first thing you saw. And then you saw a massive line next to it. And you're like, oh, shit. So we kind of walk around. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go straight to the Rad line. Like I might as well just start waiting in line there.
You're like, I need these pink shoes.
Yeah. And I was like, man, I hope they have them. And then Tom and I were waiting in line. And I'm like, hey, man, can you just stay here? So I go to the front and I see like it's kind of like an open concept. Like essentially the lineup is along the side of their big booth. And it's kind of got like a rope stopping people from going in. But inside there's like a little area.
Kiosk?
Yeah, a little kiosk. You know when you're going to try on shoes or whatever? Has like a couple benches that you can sit on. And then there's like rad people helping them out. And I'm like seeing like people still trying on just the pink ones, just the bright pink fluorescent.
Everyone in that line was thinking like you.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, they probably still have some, you know? So then I go back in line and like 40 minutes later, I finally get up there and the guy was like, oh man, like I'm pretty sure we're sold out. And I was like, no. So he went back and looked and he's like, yeah, I only have size 8. And I was like, oh, that's way too small. Like I'm size 12, you know? And he's like, oh, well, they should be going on sale this week. So check it out on the website. And I was like, damn it. Well, I was like, I'm not walking out of here without grabbing any rad. So I got the shirt that Susie and I are wearing right now.
Yeah, I got my cool rad shirt on now.
I was like, got you a cool crop top and
love it.
Got a shirt. But yeah, so it was cool to be up there. Went to the actual like they had the CrossFit massive centerpiece there where you could buy all the like actual CrossFit gear, official CrossFit gear. And that was cool. Apparently affiliate owners got 25% off, which was sick. There was also something I didn't take advantage of was they had an affiliate owners tour. So I kept seeing like people wear these keychains or is that a keychain? Not a keychain. Sorry. Things that go around their neck.
Lanyard.
Yeah, there we go. And it says CrossFit affiliate on it. And I'm like, man, like, why do people keep getting these things? So I asked someone like, oh yeah, like if you're an affiliate owner, you can go up to the booth. It's it's on the left when you walk into the arena. And I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. So I went there on the second day and got it. And they give you a bag, and it was really cool. Inside the bag, I got like a Yeti water bottle.
So cool.
I got a CrossFit.
Thank God you went.
Yeah, I got a CrossFit cap. I got like a CrossFit.
What did you have to do to
handbook.
prove you're an affiliate owner?
I had to log in through our actual CrossFit affiliate portal. Cool. And then like I had to scan the code, run through the registration form, actually use the ID and everything. Yeah,
if you're not an actual affiliate owner, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Exactly. Yeah,
I was just wondering.
So yeah, and one of the things they did is they had a tour, like a behind the scenes tour for the affiliate owners. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I went to go click on it and they were sold out for the rest of Sunday. And I was like, oh, damn. So I didn't even know about that, but I thought that was pretty cool that they did that.
I hope they do the CrossFit Games close by again. I would like to go too.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time. So yeah, I would say overall weekend, really cool. First of all, it was really fun for the people that I was hanging out with, like Tom, Eli, and his son Jake. Was really cool to just be with those guys.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's also my birthday weekend on a Sunday, and Tom was just really wonderful the whole time. Seeing the athletes, being in the arena, epic. I would say the Albany, definitely interesting, but I don't want to shit on it too much because I hope that they do it in Albany again next year or somewhere closer. But if they decide to do it somewhere else, it would be a little sad because I don't know if I would be able to like go to California, or Texas.
That would be
like driving there was much more manageable.
Yeah, like a weekend by car trip is much more manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I think like the overall experience of going to the CrossFit Games was really cool. Seeing those athletes compete, seeing that caliber of athlete, like really go after it and push. And then so funny, just the crowd was fun. Like we had a good group. We had a good group of people just around us, like yelling and making jokes the whole time.
I love that.
Just like fun CrossFit banter, and like why don't they
You're
just
go with your peeps?
Yeah, like one of these guys just go a little faster,
Yeah, I hate when they rest. It's so like embarrassing.
Why isn't he lifting that thing now? As you're
only 500 pounds? Come on, bro.
As you're sipping on sipping on a beer on the side,
Yeah, literally. That's so funny. I love it.
But yeah,
I'm glad.
Overall, and I think
glad
because
you got to have this weekend, babe.
I think the general vibe was that CrossFit, because of the incident last year, because of like what's going on behind the scenes, I feel like this games really kind of brought it all back, and I felt the overall vibe of everything kind of just get pushed upwards.
I love that.
So it was really cool. Yeah, and as a CrossFit affiliate owner, it was cool to see some of the things that they did see, and
inspired, proud.
Yeah,
loved it.
All of the above.
Beautiful.
Inspirational for sure.
All right, now for the real reason that people are here.
We end our podcast the same way every single week with client of the week. And this client is going to be doing his last week of training with us for maybe a couple weeks.
Just for a couple weeks.
Maybe only a couple, hopefully.
Hopefully not too many.
He has been absolutely crushing it in the gym for the last couple months, I would say.
Consistent king, they might call him.
Yep. And the reason he's not going to be here for a couple of weeks is because his lovely partner is going to be
giving birth.
Giving birth, is that the term?
Yes.
Giving birth.
Birthing
this Friday.
Her baby.
So that client is Julien.
Woo, you go Julien. Very well-deserved client of the week. Beautiful person in the community, super friendly, super welcoming.
Yeah, super nice dude. He's really come a long way. I used to train with him many years ago. He kind of stopped training for a year and a bit. He's been getting back into it.
Took a little persuading, but you coaxed him back in, and now he's absolutely crushing.
Yeah, and he's been dealing. He was dealing with
a lot of
few
injuries.
Little like injuries, like nagging things, and he's really just slowly progressed. And it's hard when you at one point were X fit, like your fitness level is this, you're lifting this amount, you're doing this amount of intensity, and then come back and then really have to peel it back and slowly rebuild and stuff. And he's really done a good job at being patient with himself, being mindful, and staying positive throughout the entire process. And like Susie said, he's just been super welcoming to other people, and he's just a social dude and a nice man.
Love him.
And he's gonna be a dad this Friday. So
if you guys see Julien for the next 2 days after this podcast episode comes out, wish him good luck.
Yep.
Wish him his beautiful
partner Kat, who was client of the week a few weeks ago.
Yes, a speedy recovery
and she's still
a
training.
Happy and healthy delivery. She'll probably be at the gym Friday before she goes in for her.
I think she says she's going to come Thursday, which is really cool. So she has a C-section planned.
Yeah, baby's upside down, so
yeah,
she kind of knows at least when she's coming.
Exactly. People are like, how do they know that she's coming on or going into labor on Friday? And that's why
she won't go into labor. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so shout
anyway,
out to
she's
those.
gonna do amazing.
Yeah. So thank you guys for listening. If any of you guys were at the CrossFit Games, shoot us a message. Let us know what your experience was like.
Soon people are going to be running up to you at the CrossFit Games, and you're going to be giving out stickers.
That would be cool. Hey, is that guy the podcaster who has 100 downloads a week?
Wait, oh my God, is that the guy with the super hot wife?
Wearing the cool rad shirt. All right, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye.